They told me I was too emotional, too ambitious, too much, and for years, I believed them. So let me ask you something before I begin. When was the last time you chose yourself without guilt, without fear, without apology? Because this is my truth, 2026 is not just a new year for me, it is my rebellion, my return, my rebirth. For so long, I lived for expectations that were never mine, carrying dreams that weren't fed, shrinking my voice so others could stay comfortable, smiling while quietly breaking inside. I was the woman who showed up for everyone but disappeared from her own life. I mastered the art of surviving, not living. I said yes when my soul screamed no, I stayed where I was tolerated instead of celebrated, and I convinced myself that sacrificing myself was strength. But somewhere between the exhaustion and the tears I hid at night, I woke up. I realized that choosing myself was not selfish, it was necessary. I realized that I cannot pour from an empty heart, that I cannot heal in the same place that broke me, and that my dreams deserve the same loyalty I give to others. 2026 is the year I stop waiting to be chosen. I choose my peace over chaos, my growth over comfort, my truth over approval. I choose to honor the woman I am becoming, even if it scares the woman I used to be. I am no longer begging life to be kind to me, I am becoming powerful enough to create the life I deserve. This year, I will not apologize for my ambition, I will not shrink to fit into small minds, and I will not abandon myself again. I am learning that rest is productive, boundaries are brave, and walking away is sometimes the strongest form of self-respect. 2026 is the year I rise with intention, love myself without conditions, and finally say these words with my whole chest: I matter, my dreams matter, and choosing myself is the most powerful decision I have ever made. In 2026, I stopped asking for permission to exist loudly, to dream boldly, to want more than survival. I realized that no one was coming to save me, and instead of feeling afraid, I felt free. Freedom came the moment I understood that my life is my responsibility, my healing is my duty, and my happiness is not negotiable. I am done explaining why I need space, why I need rest, why I refuse to settle. This year, I choose discipline over distraction, purpose over people-pleasing, and alignment over attachment. I am becoming the woman who keeps promises to herself, the woman who shows up even when motivation fades, the woman who builds consistency instead of waiting for miracles. Every day in 2026, I choose courage over comfort, I choose to walk alone if that's what it takes to protect my peace. I am no longer afraid of outgrowing people, places, or versions of myself that no longer fit. Growth requires grief, and I accept that. I honor the pain that shaped me, but I refuse to let it define me. This is the year I turn my wounds into wisdom, my fear into fuel, and my voice into power. I am done dimming my light to make others feel secure. If my glow intimidates, that is not my burden to carry. In 2026, I speak kindly to myself, I forgive myself for the years I didn't know better, and I commit to becoming emotionally, mentally, and spiritually unstoppable. I move with intention, I trust my intuition, and I respect my boundaries like they are sacred. This is not a soft promise, it is a declaration. I am choosing myself in my habits, my standards, my work ethic, and my relationships. And I say this with certainty, the woman I am becoming in 2026 will thank me for the courage I show today. And if I'm being honest, choosing myself didn't suddenly make life easy, it made it real. I learned that growth is uncomfortable, that transformation demands honesty, and that healing asks you to sit with pain instead of running from it. There are days I still doubt myself, days when fear whispers that I'm not ready, not enough, not capable. But here's the difference now, I don't let those voices lead. I lead. I show up even when my hands are shaking, even when the path is unclear, even when the results are slow. I choose progress over perfection, courage over comparison, and faith over fear. This year, I stopped measuring my worth by timelines and started trusting my own rhythm. I stopped chasing validation and started building a life that feels like home. I am learning to be patient with my becoming, to celebrate small wins, and to honor how far I've already come. In 2026, I no longer romanticize burnout or confuse exhaustion with ambition. I choose sustainable success, balanced strength, and a life that doesn't require me to escape from it. I let go of the pressure to have everything figured out, and instead, I commit to learning, evolving, and rising, again and again. I am no longer afraid of failure because I understand that failure is proof of effort, not a verdict on my worth. Every setback is a lesson, every delay is preparation, and every challenge is sharpening me for what's next. This is the year I trust myself completely, my decisions, my instincts, my vision. I am not late. I am not lost. I am becoming. And in 2026, choosing myself means I walk forward with confidence, knowing that everything I need to succeed already lives within me. Right now, in 2026, I am standing in my power with my eyes wide open and my heart unafraid. I am no longer waiting for the perfect moment because I understand this is the moment. Every breath I take this year is a decision to rise higher, to think sharper, to love myself deeper. I am choosing alignment over approval, truth over tolerance, and purpose over pressure. I no longer negotiate my worth or lower my standards to be understood. I am building a life that reflects my values, not my fears. In 2026, I move with clarity. I know what drains me, I know what fuels me, and I protect my energy like it is sacred currency. I am not here to be convenient, I am here to be authentic. I am done explaining my boundaries to people who benefit from me having none. This year, I speak with conviction, I walk with intention, and I stand firm even when I stand alone. I am learning that self-respect is louder than applause and self-belief is stronger than doubt. I choose consistency when motivation disappears, discipline when emotions fluctuate, and faith when the road gets quiet. In 2026, I am becoming undeniable, not by proving myself to the world, but by honoring myself in private. I am turning vision into action, intention into execution, and dreams into daily habits. This is not just a chapter of my life, this is a turning point. I am choosing myself in real time, in real decisions, in real moments. And I say this without hesitation, the woman I am right now is unstoppable, because she finally decided to stand with herself, not against herself. And listen to me closely, choosing myself in 2026 is not a trend, it is a commitment I renew every single day. It is waking up and deciding that my standards are non-negotiable, that my time is valuable, and that my energy will no longer be wasted on what does not grow me. I am done chasing clarity from people who live in confusion. I am done silencing my intuition just to keep the peace. This year, I trust myself so deeply that even uncertainty cannot shake me. I am becoming the woman who does not fear solitude, because she knows solitude is where power is built. I am not afraid of starting over, because I finally understand that starting over means starting aligned. In 2026, I choose courage when fear tries to negotiate, resilience when setbacks appear, and self-belief when the world stays silent. I am rewriting my story with discipline, patience, and unshakable faith. I no longer measure success by applause, but by inner peace and personal growth. I am learning that saying no is an act of self-love, that walking away is sometimes a victory, and that protecting my dreams requires bold decisions. Every step I take this year is intentional, every sacrifice is meaningful, and every challenge is shaping me into a woman who cannot be easily broken. I am not becoming powerful by accident, I am choosing it on purpose. And as 2026 unfolds, I move forward with this truth engraved in my soul. When a woman chooses herself fully, nothing in this world can stop her. Let me tell you another truth about choosing myself in 2026. It means I stopped running from my past and started using it as fuel. I am the woman who has cried in silence, who has rebuilt herself with tired hands and a stubborn heart, who has smiled through storms no one ever saw. And instead of being ashamed of that story, I wear it like armor. This year, I no longer ask why life was hard on me, I ask how strong it was preparing me to be. Every rejection sharpened my focus, every delay strengthened my patience, every heartbreak taught me self-loyalty. In 2026, I rise with gratitude for the struggle because it taught me how to stand unshaken. I am becoming the woman who turns pressure into purpose and adversity into advantage. When things don't work out, I don't collapse, I recalibrate. When fear appears, I don't retreat, I expand. I have learned that strength is not loud, but it is relentless. I show up on the days when no one claps, when progress is invisible, when quitting would be easier. This year, I am not chasing success, I am becoming someone success cannot ignore. I move with intention, patience, and unbreakable belief. I am no longer waiting for life to validate me, I validate myself through action. And hear me when I say this, in 2026, choosing myself means I trust my journey so completely that even the hard days cannot convince me to stop. I am built from resilience, guided by purpose, and driven by a fire that refuses to go out. So here I am, in 2026, choosing myself with clarity, courage, and calm confidence. I no longer rush my journey or question my worth on hard days. I understand now that becoming powerful is a process, not a moment. I walk forward knowing I don't need to prove anything to anyone, I only need to stay true to myself. This year, I honor my growth, trust my timing, and respect the woman I am becoming. I choose consistency over chaos, peace over pressure, and purpose over fear. And with every step I take, I carry this truth with me: when a woman stands in alignment with herself, she doesn't just change her life, she changes her future.